I'm about to do your Virgo December 2020 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at the status of the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. Virgo, how's it going? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Virgo love reading video. If this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of the Virgo love readings I post for you every week. Now let's get on with this Virgo reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at the love connection between you and your romantic person of interest. So whoever it is that you're romantically involved with, romantically thinking about, or just romantically energetically connected to in some way, we're going to take a look at the connection between the two of you, and we're going to do that by pulling one card for the mutual point of interest between you guys. I'm going to pull 3 cards for you, Virgo, then I'm going to pull 3 cards for your person, then I'm going to clarify everything with the second deck to see if we can get down to the bottom of the unknown truth about what's really going on in this love connection of yours. Now just keep in mind that this is a general reading, and it's not even possible for it to resonate with literally all 750 million plus Virgos that are walking the face of the earth right now and resonate with all of you all at the same time. And it's even possible in a general reading for the energies to get reversed or flip-flopped around backwards, especially for cross-watchers. So if you're not a Virgo and you're just watching this reading because you have interest in a Virgo and you want to know what's up with them, I'm totally cool with that. But just keep in mind that especially for you, the energies can get flip-flopped around backwards. So you just got to take this as it resonates for you. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still probably want to check your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign videos, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation, and you can find the links to those videos in the description box down below. Now, enough yakking about that stuff. Let's get on with this Virgo reading for today, and let's start by getting one card for the mutual point of interest between Virgo, their romantic person of interest, for December 2020. Okay. Now let's get 3 cards for you, Virgo. What's going on with Virgo as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them for December 2020, please? All right, let's get one more for Virgo. Okay, we'll take 2. You're getting an extra card today, Virgo. Can't beat that. Bonus cards are always good. Now, let's get 3 cards to represent your person. So what's going on with Virgo's romantic person of interest as it relates to Virgo and the connection between the two of them for December 2020, please? Let's get one more card for Virgo's person in this connection for December 2020. Let's get one more. Okay, we'll take that one. Fantastical. Let's see. On the bottom of the deck, the overall energy of this reading is the Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is an action taker. This is about rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action on something, rushing forward, speaking the truth. The Knight of Swords, he knows what he wants, and more importantly, he knows exactly what he's doing. So he rushes in, he handles business. He comes in taking decisive action, speaking the truth about something here. All right. Now, for the mutual point of interest between the two of you, this is a shared energy that's affecting both of you. So for some reason, you're both thinking, feeling, or acting this way, and the mutual point of interest between the two of you guys for December 2020 is the 3 of Cups. Now, this is reconciliation energy. This is about being reunited and celebrating. Awesome deal. Let's clarify this 3 of Cups. Tell me more about the 3 of Cups for the mutual point of interest between Virgo and their person in December 2020, please. Let's get one more card on this 3 of Cups. Okay, we'll take it. Thank you. All right. On the bottom of the deck, guess what? We got that Knight of Swords again. So here it is on the bottom of both decks. This Knight of Swords, again, rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action on something, rushing forward, speaking the truth. It looks like what you guys are both thinking about rushing forward and speaking the truth about, I'll be danged, is the 3 of Cups. This is, again, reconciliation. You're both wanting to rush forward and reconcile, be reunited, And I know this because right under this card, we have the Three of Cups again. So the bottom of both decks is the the Knight of Swords. Mutual point of interest between both of you. What's on both of your guys' minds is being reunited and celebrating. And then we've got being reunited and celebrating here again, right under this Knight of Swords. Now, one other thing I should say that this Three of Cups can represent, that we've seen twice here, this can also represent a third-party situation, simply because there are 3 cups of love present on this card. The very next card down, we have the Three of Swords. So again, this is heartbreak and sadness, usually from a third-party situation. It doesn't always have to be a romantic third party, although it could be. It can be any third-party energy that's not you, Virgo, that's not your person. So this could be the pandemic, this could be working too much, this could be nosy neighbors, friends, family sticking their nose in it. Anything that we humans do has its own energy. I mean, going to school has its own energy. Your job has its own energy. So this can be any third-party energy that's caused some sort of heartbreak and sadness between the two of you guys in the past. Next card down is the card of the past. This is the Six of Cups. This is reminiscing about the past, thinking about the past, thinking about the good old days, the way it used to be. This is a very strong emotional connection between the two of you. This can represent soulmate twin flame level energy. This can even be telling me that this is someone from the past making a comeback in both of your lives. So that, how else are you going to be reuniting and celebrating if you haven't been split up? So this is getting back together after being split up. We've seen this card of heartbreak and sadness that occurred probably after you split up. And this is someone from the past making a comeback in both of your lives. So I'm assuming that this is you guys getting back together. Right under this Knight of Swords on the bottom of this deck for the overall energy, we have the Two of Cups. This is a strong love connection between the two of you. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in, we're connected. But it's also a 2, and in tarot, 2s represent needing to make some sort of a decision here, some sort of a choice. I'll be damned. This is almost unbelievable already. The next card down is the Queen of Pentacles, and the next card down on the other deck is also the Queen of Pentacles. So this is very grounded, stable, abundant, nurturing type energy. This is someone who's good at managing the home, managing the assets and resources of the home, managing the family. The Ten of Pentacles is most people's goal, that abundance, that prosperity in the home life, that happy, stable, abundant, prosperous home life. Well, this is who manages that. Wow. The next card down is the Sun, and that's one of the cards that we've got here to clarify. So I'm going to stop going down the decks here because it's going to take me down a rabbit hole, I have a feeling. So we're just going to stop here and clarify this Three of Cups for the mutual point of interest between you. To clarify that, we got the Four of Cups, the Five of Pentacles, and the Sun. So second time we've seen the Sun already, and we're just getting warmed up here. This Four of Pentacles, this is emotional discontentment, like not being completely happy, not being completely fulfilled, even maybe a sense of boredom. The person here in this card, they have 3 cups, but you can tell they're just not really happy with that. It's not what they want. It's not completely fulfilling to them. So much so that they're daydreaming about this other thing that they believe might be able to give them more emotional happiness. Now, for me as a reader, a lot of times what this card says is there's a love offer on the table already here. It just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just been left hanging here in the air. This could also represent that you guys are both contemplating making a love offer to each other, trying to reconnect, trying to reconcile this situation between the two of you. Just neither of you have done it yet. Maybe because you're both worried that you're going to be rejected here, which the very next card is the Five of Pentacles. This is abandonment. This is being cast aside, left out in the cold, or feeling like you're not good enough, which could be exactly why this love offer is still hanging here in the air, not actually being made, not actually being accepted yet. Something has happened in the past where you guys have left each other out in the cold. This is a lot of times a breakup card here, trying to be reunited after that. Then we have the Sun. This is the happiest card in the whole deck. This is happiness, joy, abundance, bliss, harmony. This, you really can't get a better card in tarot than this. This is as good as it gets. So this is, in a love reading, a lot of times this signifies that you guys provide each other with so much happiness. You guys both see each other as your source of happiness, as the sunshine that lights up each other's lives, which is probably why you're both got reconciliation on your mind. Both of you wanting to rush forward, speak the truth about that, take decisive action towards reconciling this situation. That's the mutual point of interest for December 2020. Virgo, in your energy, you have the Nine of Cups, the Emperor, the Queen of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles. So this Nine of Cups, this is wish fulfillment. This is Pisces energy. This is wish fulfillment. This is like being emotionally happy, emotionally content on your own, full of self-love, like being totally okay emotionally by yourself. But it also represents that you view your person as wish fulfillment. So let's clarify this Nine of Cups for Virgo, please. Tell me more about why this Nine of Cups is here in Virgo's energy. Yeah, there's a lot going on in this situation. I can tell already. On the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. This is she who knows. The High Priestess, she sits in front of the veil of consciousness. So she has access to go back and forth behind the curtain anytime she wants. Now, as humans, there's all kinds of stuff that you and I don't have access to, stuff that we don't have knowledge of. She has knowledge of all of that. She can go behind the curtain, behind the veil of consciousness whenever she wants. This is where your intuition comes from. This is where your gut feelings come from. She is your connection to the universe. She is your connection to source. So this could be telling me that you're having intuitive hits about this connection. You're having gut feelings about this connection. Maybe you're having dreams, getting messages somehow about this connection, seeing synchronicities like repeating numbers, maybe 1111 or 444 or something along those lines. A lot of times in a love reading, this signifies that the connection between the two of you is deeper than just something physical. It's deeper than just something emotional. It's probably on the level of a spiritual type connection. Now, to clarify this Nine of Cups, this wish fulfillment for you, we have the Page of Cups, we have the Lovers, we have the Five of Wands, and we have the King of Pentacles. Now, we've already seen the Queen of Pentacles. Now we've got the counterpart to that out here. That signifies a power couple here. This Page of Cups. Pages are messengers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is messages, news and messages of love and emotions. This could be telling me that you want to apologize to your person to try and reconcile the situation, or an apology is going to be coming into you. This can tell me that you have a lot of love and emotions for your person, and you're exchanging messages about that with them, or you're having some sort of a desire to express your love and emotions, express how you feel about them to them. Deliver those types of messages. Next, we have the Lovers. This is divine counterparts. This is I breathe you in, you breathe me in. We're soulmates, we're twin flames, whatever label you want to place on that. This is a very strong connection, like divine counterparts here. These are two people who were supposed to be together. Next, we have the Five of Wands. Now, fives are about conflict. Wands are about passion and desire. So this is a conflict in your desires. This is an internal conflict that you're having about this connection. You've been left out in the cold, or some form of abandonment, some form of you feeling like you're not good enough. Here's you and your person both thinking about making this love offer and not doing it, potentially because of this Five of Pentacles. Both of you have reconciliation on your mind. You're viewing them as wish fulfillment, yet you have some internal conflict about it. Part of you wants to offer this cup of love. Part of you is still focused on this being walked away from. So this represents you having some sort of internal struggle in your desires. You're pulling yourself in multiple different directions about what it is you actually want. Like almost like you can't make up your mind. A piece of you wants it, a piece of you doesn't. A piece of you loves them, a piece of you's mad about it. some internal conflict you're having here. And we've got this King of Pentacles. Now, this is Virgo energy. So this could represent your energy. This could be telling me that you're dealing with a Virgo. You could be dealing with the Pisces. You could be dealing with the Cancer. You could be dealing with the Leo. Let's see, this is 5, so this would be Taurus energy. This is a 4, so this would be Cancer energy again. This 5 of Wands is Leo energy, so we've got Leo a couple times, Cancer a couple times, Pisces a couple of times. This Lover's card is Gemini energy. So I mean, already we're into a whole bunch of different signs. This is a general reading. It's really, really difficult to pin down exactly who you're dealing with. You could be dealing with any of these signs. You could be dealing with literally any sign. The very next person that shows up to watch this video behind you could be dealing with a different sign. So that's why it's really hard to pin that down. But this is Virgo energy. This is someone who's very stable, very abundant, very prosperous. This is someone who builds empires, someone who has their finances, their material world in order. A lot of stability, a lot of abundance here. This is either you or this is how you're viewing your person. Now the next card in your energy, Virgo, is the Emperor. This is Aries energy. This is an energy of taking control of a situation, taking charge of a situation, potentially setting some boundaries somewhere. The Emperor is a master manifester. He's got all the tools and all the resources. He's got everything he needs to put together a plan to get what he wants and then to execute that plan. So this is you taking control, taking charge of the situation. Tell me more about the Emperor and Virgo's energy, please. I love it when it does that. Okay. Thank you very much. On the bottom of the deck, we have that 3 of Cups again. That's the overall energy. This is about the 3rd time I've seen this card already, and we're just getting started here. You're trying to take charge of this situation when it comes to reconciling, getting back together, being reunited with your person and celebrating that. And right under that, we have that 3 of Swords again. There's some heartbreak and sadness here. Yeah, rushing forward, speaking the truth, rushing forward, taking rapid, decisive action. Again, that's the overall energy of the reading, taking rapid, decisive action in regards to this connection. And then here's you taking charge of that, taking control of that. And I'm knocking cards off the table all over the floor here. Okay, now to clarify the Emperor, we got the Emperor, which is what I was laughing about a second ago. We got the Ace of Pentacles. And we got the Fool. We got quite a few major arcana cards out here already. Again, the Emperor is you taking charge. This, having it come out twice like this, is just really hammering home the point. Look, Virgo's trying to take control of this stuff here. We've got a new opportunity presenting itself here. This is a new tangible, practical opportunity for prosperity, for abundance. This is some opportunity that has a lot of potential behind it. This is actually the seed that grows into the 10 of Pentacles. Now, it's not the 10 of Pentacles in and of itself. It has the potential to get there. You're just going to have to put in some work, some time, and some effort to make it happen. Next, to clarify the Emperor, we have the Fool. This is about taking the leap of faith. This is, you don't need to know what all the steps are from beginning to end before you take the first step. You're going to rush in, take an action. You don't even need to know what the outcome is going to be before you take the first step. You're taking control of the situation. You're going after what it is that you want. This is you having that blind faith to just say, you know what, screw it. I'm jumping off the cliff and I'm going to figure out how to grow my wings on the way down. I'm going to figure out how to work this as we go. I'm taking charge and I'm doing something about this. Next in your energy, Virgo, we have the Queen of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is someone who has a lot of love, a lot of emotions for your person. Now, this could be an aspect of your energy. This could be how you're viewing your person. Regardless, you have a lot of love and emotions for them, and you want to give that love and emotions to them. So let's clarify the Queen of Cups for Virgo, please. Why is the Queen of Cups here in Virgo's energy as it relates to their romantic person of interest and the connection between them for December 2020, please? Let's get 2 more. Okay, let's get 1 more. All right. Okay, we'll take an extra one. I'm cool with that. Yeah, on the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Swords. So, like I said a minute ago, you have an internal conflict here in your desires. You have pieces of you that love this person, pieces of you that are probably a little pissed off, pieces of you that want to reconcile, pieces of you that maybe not quite so sure about that. On the bottom of the deck, this 5 of Swords, we're clarifying the Queen of Cups. You have a lot of love and emotions for your person, but you're pissed off. This is a painful situation. I mean, clearly you guys are broken up. You've got someone's left out in the cold. Well, this is both of your energies, so you both feel left out in the cold. You both feel abandoned, maybe feeling like you're not good enough even. This 5 of Swords is, 5s are conflict. So this is either a conflict in communication or a conflict in your thoughts. We've already seen a conflict in your desires. If this is a conflict in your thoughts, this could be negative thoughts, negative beliefs, you talking bad about yourself, you feeling like you're not good enough in some way. If this is a conflict in communications, this could signify you guys had some big bitter argument where you were maybe screaming and yelling at each other. This could be using your words as weapons, using your tongues like swords to cut each other. Regardless, this is some sort of a painful situation. This can even be an attitude of like a winning at all cost type mentality. Like, you know what? I'm going to get what I want. I don't even care what happens to you. I don't care if you don't like it. I don't care how you feel about it. As long as I get what I want, that's all that matters to me. So you could have had some scenario between the two of you like that. Hell, this could have been what caused the breakup between you. Now, this card can also signify trying to walk away from a painful situation. You see these two characters in the background are walking away from this guy who had that smug attitude I just described. One of them even has their face buried in their hands because they're so upset. They've thrown their swords down. They're walking away like, you know what, this is too hard. This is too painful. I don't want to deal with this. So it can mean any of those things. Regardless of that, you still have a lot of love and emotions for them. Yeah, they're right under this. We've got that 3 of Swords again. Heartbreak and sadness. Painful situation that led to heartbreak and sadness. That's what caused the breakup, it looks like. Now, to clarify the Queen of Cups, we have the 10 of Cups, the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the 9 of Pentacles. This 10 of Cups, this is the happy fairy tale ending card. This is two people who are together, who are emotionally happy, emotionally content with each other, fully in love with each other. I mean, this is the happy family card. It's got a rainbow and 10 full cups of love at the top of it. This is a really, really good card. It's second in place to this Sun card. This is the happiest card in the deck. This is probably second place to that. Happy fairy tale ending. You have a lot of love for them. There was a painful situation. I feel like you're looking for this 10 of Cups with your person. You may have had that or felt like you could get there with them in the past before whatever all this BS was. Next, you have the 2 of Swords. This is a decision that you need to make, only you're not making the decision either because you don't have enough information to make the decision. There's something that you don't see, hence the blindfold. Sometimes this can even represent something that you do see. It's just not what you want to see, so you're refusing to look at it, almost like being in denial about it, and that's stopping you from being able to make a decision here. But the decision does need made. Potentially a decision about this connection. That's what I feel like it is. It's like a decision on whether we can reconcile this together or not. A decision that you aren't being able to make potentially because of this internal conflict in your desires. Like, part of you wants it and part of you doesn't. You're not quite sure what to do here. Next, we have the Ace of Cups, though. This is a new beginning in love and emotions. That's what you're wanting. You're wanting to make that decision. You're just not able to for some reason. You're wanting to start over from square one with your person in terms of this connection. You want to reconcile this. Then we have the 9 of Pentacles. This is the singles card. This is with you, without you, or even in spite of you. I'm stable, I'm abundant, I'm prosperous in my own right, with or without you. I don't need anyone to take care of me. I've got my material world in order, I've got my finances in order. I can totally take care of myself, and I'm fully capable of being by myself. Now, whether that's what you actually want or not remains to be seen. I don't know that it is, but this is also Virgo energy. So you're showing up in your own reading a few times already. Now, the final card, the bonus card that you got, Virgo, is the Four of Pentacles. This is holding on tightly to something, not wanting to let something go. So let's clarify this Four of Pentacles for Virgo, please. Why is this Four of Pentacles here? Virgo's energy about this connection for December 2020. There you are with bonus cards again. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the World. Now, this is the ending of one cycle, the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. This is the last of the major arcana cards. It's card 21. So this is the ending of the Fool's journey. The Fool is the first major arcana. It's card 0. It goes all the way to the World. This, at the same time, signifies the ending of that journey and the beginning of a brand new one, starting over with the Fool again. This represents all the fixed signs. So we got Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio represented on this card. You're not wanting to let go of your person. I feel like you're wanting the ending of the cycle of you guys being separated and the beginning of a new cycle here where you're reconciled the situation, where you're starting back over from square one in terms of love. A new cycle where you can get back to this 10 of Cups that you believe you have with your person. Yeah, there was some sort of walking away that took place here. This 8 of Cups is detachment. This is emotional detachment, physical detachment, like physically walking away from each other. The person in this card is walking away from 8 full cups of love. And they're doing that because they're not completely happy. They're not fully emotionally content. They believe there's something more out there for them. And they're walking away from these 8 full cups, going down a new path, looking for their 9th and their 10th cup. Now, in your energy is that 9th cup and that 10th cup. Yeah, and I think what you're trying to do is rebalance this situation here. This 6 of Pentacles is a card of balance. This is generosity, reciprocity, equal give and take. I think, though, that you have some fears, fears, worries, anxieties about this connection. Maybe there's something you feel like you can't see, something that's hidden in the dark from you, maybe something you don't know about. At the very least, you have some fears and worries and some anxieties about it. There is a lot of cups out here. There is a lot of love out here, a lot of passion and desire out here, even a lot of stability out here. But there's still that 5 of Wands, that internal conflict here. So even though you have all these loving emotions for them, you still have some fears and worries. Probably because you've been left out in the cold before. You've been abandoned and walked away from before. It's caused you some pain on some level. Okay, yeah, and right under that is that 4 of Pentacles again, which is the card that we're clarifying. Holding on tightly to something, not wanting to let something go. Now, to clarify that 4 of Pentacles for you, Taurus, we have the High Priestess, we have Justice, the King of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. The High Priestess, this is she who knows. Like I said, she sits in front of the veil of consciousness. She has access to everything, all knowledge. This is where your intuition comes from. It's where your gut feelings come from. This is your connection to source, your connection to the divine. You could be getting messages, gut feelings, and intuitive hits about this connection. This signifies that this is a connection that's deeper than just something physical, deeper than just something emotional. This is probably on the level of a spiritual connection like we're seeing here with this Lover's card. Next, we have the Justice card. Again, this is a card of balance. This is about doing the right thing, the fair thing, the just thing. The sword in this card is used to sever the things that are no longer in balance, so balance can be restored and the right, fair, just thing can happen. You're trying to rebalance this out. This is Libra energy, by the way. Next we have the King of Cups. This is Pisces energy. Could also be Scorpio energy. This is, again, we got the King and the Queen of Cups out here now. So this is a power couple. These are counterparts. These are two cards that are supposed to be together. To me, that represents two people that are probably supposed to be together. I mean, I said that already when we saw this Lovers card. This is divine counterparts. These are two people who are supposed to be together. King of Cups represents you have a lot of love and emotions for your person. You just may not be outwardly expressing that. The King of Cups is very emotionally stable, emotionally balanced, very in touch with his emotions, very in touch with his intuition, like we've already seen here, and with the Queen of Cups. But this is someone who does not let his emotions cloud his judgment. He also doesn't wear his heart on his sleeve. He doesn't wear his emotions on his sleeve. He doesn't necessarily outwardly broadcast what his emotions and feelings are. So you may not be expressing to your person how you actually feel just yet, which is probably where this Four of Cups comes in the mutual point of interest. Wanting to make that love offer, just not doing it yet. Probably because you're internally conflicted about it. We've even seen this Page of Cups, this you wanting to express your feelings, your love, and your emotions to your person. This is telling me that you probably haven't done that yet. You have a lot of love and emotions. You just may not be saying anything about it. Next, we have the Six of Swords. This is moving forward into calmer waters. It's about leaving these rough, choppy waters from the past behind you, moving forward into calmer waters, waters that are more clear, where you're going to have more clarity, and where you're actually moving toward what it is you really want. So that looks pretty good, at least on your end of things so far. That's your energy. Let's take a look at your person's energy in this connection, Virgo, because your person has that same Six of Swords. They have the Seven of Wands, and they also have that same Five of Wands that we saw in your energy. So there's some mirroring going on already. You've got this card in your energy. This is the last card we just clarified. We just used the clarifying in your energy. So again, this is moving forward into calmer waters. The mutual point of interest, again, is reconciliation, being reunited and celebrating. This is also on your person's mind. They're also contemplating this love offer, maybe not taking action. They also feel abandoned and left out in the cold. They also feel like you are the sunshine that lights up their life, and they want to take rapid, decisive action in your direction, speak the truth about this love connection. This is them wanting to move forward into calmer waters. Whatever happened in the past, looks like you both are wanting to leave that behind you and move forward, which is good. So let's clarify this Six of Swords for Virgo's person, please. Tell me more about this Six of Swords. Let's get one more on it, please. I got one screaming at me. I'm taking it. Thank you. Okay. Yep. On the bottom of the deck, there's that Five of Swords again, that painful situation. Again, this could be an argument that you guys had. This could be bickering, fighting, using words as weapons, using your tongues like swords. This could be a painful situation that you both are wanting to walk away from. I mean, they're wanting to leave it in the past. Whatever this was, they're wanting to move on from that and get back to the stability that you guys had. This Four of Wands, this Fours are stability. This is stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of the connection between the two of you. These Four Wands can represent 1111, which is the soulmate twin flame level energy. We've already seen that here in the Lovers card. I've already said this connection is deeper than just physical or emotional. It's probably bordering on the level of being a spiritual connection here. Trying to balance this back out, trying to get back to this stability that you had. The next card down again is the Three of Cups. This is reconciliation, being reunited and celebrating, wanting to rush forward, taking rapid, decisive action toward that. Yeah, there was heartbreak and sadness here, and it's left your person in the state of not being quite balanced all the way. This is a card of balance, but it's about trying to maintain your balance or trying to regain your balance. This is like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out type energy, where they're trying to make a decision. They're weighing the pros and cons of something, like do I or don't I, should I or shouldn't I, trying to make some sort of a decision. And it looks like they've had to take a pause, take a rest, take a break, go internal to do some healing, do some contemplation about this whole thing, do some thinking about it, trying to figure out what to do moving forward with this love connection. The mirroring in this is getting pretty outrageous. I just did the Taurus reading right before this one, and the mirroring was like the biggest mirroring I've ever seen. I don't know if you have Taurus in your chart, or if it doesn't look like you're dealing with a Taurus, although yeah, I guess you could be. Yeah, you could be, but okay. Again, we're clarifying the Six of Swords, trying to move forward into calmer waters. To clarify that, your person got the Ace of Swords, Temperance, and the Three of Wands. So this Ace of Swords, this is the sword of victory. It's the sword of truth. It's the sword of clarity. This is also the sword you would use to sever a relationship or to sever things that aren't in balance. It's the sword that you see here in this Justice card that's in your energy. I think this is your person getting some clarity, wanting to move forward into calmer waters, waters that are clear, where you're going to have more clarity, where they're moving towards what they want. I think they're clear on what it is that they want to move toward too now. It's the same thing that's, it's this mutual point of interest. They're clear on wanting to reconcile. And we got Temperance next. This is Sagittarius energy. This is usually an energy of patience, like not being in a big hurry, not wanting to rush things, mixing together things little bits at a time, taking a step back, looking at the big picture. How is all this panning out before they come back in and make some fine-tuning type adjustments here? Now, another thing this card represents is reconciliation. These two cups right here, the water has been separated into two different cups, and this angel is mixing that water back together. It's reconciling the situation. It's recombining these two cups of love that have been separated. Reconciliation. But being patient about it. The final card to clarify this Six of Swords for your person is the Three of Wands. Now, this is a card of waiting on something. And that train is really loud. Sorry if that's getting annoying to you. This Three of Wands is about waiting on something to pan out, waiting on something to happen, but having this positive expectancy that it's going to. Now, in the Two of Wands, the card right before this, the person is at a crossroads, at a fork in the road. They're at this decision point about which path leads them to the world they actually want and which path do they need to leave behind. Well, in this Three of Wands, the next card, that path has already been chosen. They've already picked the path. They're already actively going down the path, taking actions on the path they've chosen towards the world they want. And they have this positive expectancy that something good's going to come out of that. It just hasn't manifested into the physical 3D world yet. They're still waiting on that to happen. They're still waiting on their ships to come in. But they're being patient about it. Now, the next card in your person's energy, Virgo, is the Seven of Wands. This is a card of being walled off and defensive. It's a card about defending their position on something, like defending their stance on something. These wands represent other people, their thoughts, their actions, their opinions on something, what they're saying. So it could represent your person defending themselves against that. It can also represent, because wands are about passion and desire, that your person is willing to fight for what it is that they desire, fight for what they want. They're willing to rush forward and take rapid, decisive action on this connection because they have a lot of desire for you. Like, I'm seeing quite a few wands in your person's energy. I'm seeing the sun here. Happiness. You light up their life. They're willing to fight for this connection, it looks like. So tell me more about this Seven of Wands for Virgo's person in this connection, please. Why is the Seven of Wands here? Nope. Okay. Get two more. Okay, one more on this. Never mind. We got them. can't make this stuff up. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups yet again. Again, for the 75th time, it's the mutual point of interest. Being reunited and celebrating. Your person has so much desire for you, they're willing to fight to be reunited with you. To get this stability back. This 1111 card, again, this is a very strong connection between the two of you. And next, though, we've got the Nine of Wands. This is another card of being walled off and defensive. But this is also a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior, and he's built this wall around himself because he's been hurt. And he doesn't want to be hurt anymore. So he's built this wall to protect himself so he doesn't continue to be hurt, so he can heal, so he can get his energy right to move forward on the next step of his journey. Yeah, there was some sort of painful situation. That's what got them hurt. Already covered that, though. Now, to clarify this Seven of Wands for your person, we got the Six of Wands, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Empress. Six of Wands, this is recognition. Either your person being recognized for something, or your person having some sort of recognition on their own, either recognizing something about themselves, recognizing something about you, recognizing something about the potency of this connection. This also represents moving forward in success and victory. So they're willing to fight to reconcile with you, to get this Four of Wands stability back. They're going to move forward in success and victory. Next, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. This is divine timing, and we've already seen a card of them waiting here, patiently waiting here. So this is divine timing. This can be the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Destiny. So this can represent a fated event. This can represent a change in the luck and fortune. This can even represent the universe at work in the background, trying to turn this wheel so that things are in alignment, so that what is supposed to happen will happen. And for me, that's what this card usually represents. What is supposed to happen will happen. There's not really a lot your person can do about this, other than to just kind of do what they're doing right now, is to wait on it. Next, we have the Empress. Now, this is the mother of the tarot deck. She is all four queens rolled into one person. It's entirely possible this is how your person views you, is all four queens rolled into one person. All new things are birthed through the Empress, though, so usually for me, this card means the birth of something new. They're waiting on the birth of something new. What's supposed to happen is the birth of something new in terms of this reconciliation with you. This is like getting a new chance. Now, also, you've got the Emperor out here in your energy 2 times. Now we've got the Empress. These are counterparts. This is like the sacred masculine, the sacred feminine energies here. So this is a power couple on steroids. All four queens, all four kings, all combined together here. Very, very strong connection here. Again, we've seen that with the Lovers card already. So we've got divine counterparts. We've got sacred masculine, sacred feminine energy here. We've got the universe being involved, trying to turn the wheel in the background so that what's supposed to happen will happen. A lot of love. We've got the King and Queen of Cups counterparts out here. Okie dokie. The last card in your person's energy, Virgo. 5 of Wands. Again, we've already seen that in your energy. This is conflict, but this is a conflict in their desires. They're pulling themselves in multiple different directions internally around what it is that they actually want. Let's clarify this 5 of Wands for Virgo's person, please. Let's get one more on. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, we have the World card. So again, this is the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. And it's not really telling me anything new on the bottom we haven't already covered. To clarify the 5 of Wands, we got the 4 of Pentacles, we got Death, we got the 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, they're internally conflicted here, pulling themselves in multiple different directions. A piece of them wants to hold on to you tightly and not let you go. Again, this is already in your energy, this holding on tightly, not letting go. On the other hand, they have death here. So while one piece of them does want to hold on tightly and not go, we've got death. This is the ending to something. This is a massive transformation that's taking place. Think about like when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly. It goes into a cocoon, and it's not having a party in there. It's not having a good time. It's not all fun and games. It's actually dying and transforming into something entirely different and being reborn in a better, more beautiful way in terms of being a butterfly. So this is some sort of painful transformation that's taking place for your person. Could be why they're internally conflicted about this. I mean, when you feel like you've been abandoned and left out in the cold, it can be a very painful situation. We've seen the Five of Swords already. This is some sort of a transformation, something coming to an end so that it can be reborn again. Which, similar to what this means, the ending of one cycle, the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. So they're not wanting to let go of you, that's for sure. This Seven of Pentacles, this is a period of pausing to reflect and take stock of this whole situation, to take stock of this connection. It's about looking at these seeds that you guys have planted and trying to figure out, is this going to turn into the Ten of Pentacles that they actually want? Is this worth investing in? Is this worth continuing to invest in? Or in your case, is it worth reinvesting in? Or is maybe this a spot where it's not going to pan out the way I want it to, and maybe I should cut my losses and move on? So this is them taking that time to pause and reflect and contemplate those types of things. And that's, again, probably where they're internally conflicted. It's obvious to me they want to leave the past in the past, and they want to move forward in calmer waters with you. They want reconciliation. They want to be reunited and celebrated. You make them incredibly happy. They view this as a fated event. Like, this is what is supposed to happen. Like, moving forward in success and victory with you is supposed to happen. This birthing something new with you is supposed to happen. They've got the clarity on that. They're actively chosen that path already. They're just waiting on it to materialize. They don't want to let you go. And they're hoping that they can transform this situation after they've spent this time contemplating that. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Virgo love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your situation. And I'll see you in the next video.